In this video, you will see my American Seed Company purchase from the Dollar Tree. We will review 6 different seed varieties, just a casual overview, and a quick tour covering this season's garden highlights. You can also see just how much you can grow in a small space. I love to utilize all my valuable skinny driveway garden real estate, and you can also. I hope this will inspire you. Have a beautiful day. August 13th, and I want to talk about how my Dollar Tree seeds went. They were $1 each, so this is $1.50 sitting right here, and I have already gotten my money's worth back just in the radishes. And those videos are already done and completed because it's summer, and these are spring and fall time crops. So you guys, first, let's look at the marigolds. I started these in cardboard egg cartons in the greenhouse. They were by far the best thing that came out of that greenhouse. They popped up first. They were strong. Every single seed in here propagated. Excellent. Okay, that's just one spot. This actually is the biggest spot right here, and I measured this. This is far succeeding what they say the height is going to be, which is 2 to 3 feet. Look at it next to the tomato cages. I measured this. It's going to be in the full video. And right here, look at this. I got some Jimmy Nardellos here. I'm going to do pruned versus unpruned. Got them next to the melons here. It is blocking a little bit of my air vent. I had no idea how huge these were gonna get. Guys, I don't even really like marigolds, but all of the benefits and the fact that these were $1, and I kind of didn't want to spend money on marigolds myself, is why I decided to go ahead and get these marigolds, and I'm so happy that I did. Okay, right up here as well. I did a lot of pruning on this set over here, so it's usually pretty full of color, and you can see it's gonna pop off some more color for me. And these are yellow and gold and orange. That's what the Cracker Jack mixed colors are here. So pretty. And again, I did some pruning. These got so big that I have had to stake them up. I got a PVC pipe back here holding them up. Also back here, I have some rebarb holding them up with some string. But look at how gorgeous this is. I cannot believe that marigolds have brought me this much joy and happiness just with the pops of color. And I think I didn't really care for them because you always seen them. They were kind of border. They were so scrawny. They absolutely looked like an afterthought in most people's gardens. So I believe that's probably part of my prejudice here. Here's the 6 new varieties of tomatoes that I'm growing from Baker Creek Seeds. Look for that video. So the California poppies are also in here between these marigolds. And here is the start of them. They close up at night and they open. It's really early because that's when it's quiet out here, but I'm gonna pop you up some pics. Here are the Bachelor Button Blue Boy that I bought from Baker Creek last year. They look quite lovely. And this is the Jung's Wildflower Bee Mix. I love it. It reseeds itself. I love that right in the middle of my little skinny non-traditional Northwest Ohio Zone 5 driveway garden, skinny driveway garden. I've got this great pop of color, and it brings in a lot of pollinators to my garden. Along with that being flanked down there so that I can take care of squash bugs and tomato worms, since they don't care for the smell of marigolds at all. So, Russian mammoth sunflower right here and right here. Now I do, and this one's going to pop off soon too, so I do have to tell you that I have a family of rabbits here and I love them, and I have a picture of them in this driveway, and you can see it's a mama and a daddy and a baby. I'm going to show you those pics. But they have lived here for several years and I love them, and I love rabbits. But this is very close to their home and they eat very close to it, so they would not leave these sunflowers alone. So I am not going to judge this at all because it is absolutely not mammoth. And I was going to do a video experiment between the Russian mammoth sunflower and the gray striped mammoth sunflower, but they wouldn't leave those ones alone either. They're very much in shade, so you can grow sunflowers in a shadier area. And this spot here I usually reserve for my cold composting in place with my kitchen scraps, which I have done for the last 3 years. So this was very nutrient dense soil, but the rabbits were just not going to leave it alone. So basically I'm gonna have to try this in another location in the yard. They all came up for me. That wasn't a problem. I didn't get a lot of seeds, but I mean, it's a quarter what you expect, and sunflowers are easier to save your own seeds anyway. So you guys, I'm just gonna have to try this elsewhere at another season to get a better idea of this. All right, now we are looking at the Grand Bell Mix sweet pepper. Every single one of these came up for me. And I have to tell you, I get very impatient waiting for peppers and eggplants to germinate from seed. I always think, well, they didn't come up. They didn't come up. I almost threw this egg carton flat away. And I deleted my footage because I didn't think they were gonna come up, the beginning of the footage. So right now they're all really green. They have not changed any color yet. And these ones don't look like a bell pepper. They look like a banana pepper that is growing up instead of down. Here's a nice look at a bell pepper here. And I ran out of room. And these are in some pots. And I ran out of room because this marigold got very crazy and this broke off about 3 days ago. I'm gonna flash up a picture of how huge this was. I was not expecting this to be huge. As I've said before, I expected just those little tiny marigolds, and I thought that would have enough airflow for my cucumber as well. And this is a immensely prolific cucumber here, and I normally don't trim my cucumbers. I'm going to show you what they normally look like last season. Because I did not put in a marigold, which I thought again was going to be this big. So, I mean, I knew ahead of time that I was going to have airflow for this cucumber, but this marigold did not cooperate, but it was great. It didn't cooperate in the best possible way, because now I have a little love for marigolds, and I'm not upset about that at all. I just came out and harvested about 3 of these yesterday. These are the General Lee cucumber. So I just want to go back to this one real quick. This one, like all of them really, did not have a lot of seeds in there. But what this did do is give me a clear understanding of just how easy it is to grow poppies. And I am thinking about having a drought garden, a no maintenance garden next year. And this has given me the confidence to grow a lot of fancy hybrid poppies. So look for that as well. And here is my Dollar Tree stackable containers that I have been putting more soil in. Right now I'm using the front of the house because here I have sunflowers to do my cold composting in place, and getting my own soil right in here to bolster these up so that I can either do some more bok choy or radishes. So guys, let me just finish up this video by showing a little bit of a different footage here. Got these violas growing up with a green bean tower. And again, this is a non-traditional Zone 5 Northwest Ohio garden. And I have this melon trellised on 2 tomato cages, and they're small tomato cages. More green beans, perennial herbs. And again, here I am just building up soil by burying my kitchen scraps in place, starting some lettuce here. I love my impatiens and a wheelbarrow. With all the foliage and shadiness in my yard, a lot of experimenting up here. Got some vinca in that wheelbarrow. I much prefer the impatiens. Basil from the store, more of those violas. We've already talked about this. They also have green beans running up them. Cilantro did excellent for me this year. All of these different tomatoes here I'm gonna have on the channel. I'm gonna have full videos on most of what we talked about here today. 4th of July, love them. Melons. Gonna do a full video on my trellised melons here. I got 5 on this trellis. Also doing a video just on these trellises. And look at this melon here. I have a triple melon coming out of this. This is gonna be so great if all 3 of them will actually have been pollinated correctly. And look at this. And look at this, I'm so excited about these melons. These are Nor de Carmes. Anyway guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video on how my Dollar Tree quarter seeds turned out. Guys, don't underestimate the Dollar Tree seeds. And again, this is American Seed. So this is also the same company that you can get at Dollar General. So do not pass those up. I've also tried these in the black zucchini, worked very well for me. I've also purchased spinach from them, and also cilantro. That's probably the cilantro that's out here. So don't underestimate these, you guys. Hey, I want to thank you so much. I hope that you subscribe and that you come back and see me and visit me in my garden, where we get very in-depth. This is just a quick overview of everything here, but I like to do a lot of deep dives. So please like and subscribe and come back and see me. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and I invite you again to subscribe, as I have been gardening for over 40 years and have a lot to teach, show, grow, review, experiment with, and my favorite, a specific variety everything deep dive. So let's try new things together, mix it up, and have a glorious day.